Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. Here is the paper bag junk journal using only things from my junk journaling kit. So I'm up to the stage where I'm going to be embellishing it. So I thought I'll just put the camera on and we'll see how we go. So the first thing I know that I want to do is put this journaling card into the front pocket. And chose this one because this one got the most comments that seem to resonate with people the most. So can journal on the back there and then just popping that in there. The next thing I am going to grab this, which I'm so glad I put into the packaging. And I am going to trim it in the middle. So again, I don't measure, but I just kind of guesstimate. And I think I'm getting better at just being okay with however it turns out, because the ragged look is kind of cool too. Okay, so about there. And then again, I'm just going to line it up sort of around about here and then cut across there. And I'll do this for both the front and back pockets, so that's why going halfway across worked out nicely. So I'm just going to hopefully trim across here and it'll be around the same size. By the way, I got my swan neck camera holder back again, so that's good. Alright, and then I will grab my fabric glue. First of all, that's kind of folded over, so I'm going to have to cut down there. Okay. So, I'll grab my glue and then I'm just going to try and measure where it's going. Oops, see, I've already got that on the thing. And this glitter is going everywhere. So the way I kind of help that is I just turn it around so the glitter side, the loose glitter side, is down the facing downwards. Okay, and I've got a bit excess, so I'm just going to get that with a tissue. Alright, so there is a front pocket, and I'm just going to put this here to kind of make it so it doesn't stick to the page. And then I'm going to do the other side. Hopefully it's around the same size, sort of. I will trim that up a little bit. And I think I've really got this crooked, but that's okay. So I'm just going to trim off both edges. Okay, this one. And someone said in my first part 1 of this series that something about mad scissors skills and liking these scissors. And so these scissors are actually grooming scissors. I used to be a dog groomer. It was my very first job, and these are Wahl, which is a very, in the grooming world, good brand, popular brand, and that was the brand that I swore by with clippers and everything. And I would never pay this much for a pair of scissors, but except for the fact that I was grooming a lot and a lot of dogs. And so when you're using a tool that much, I definitely believe in getting the right tool for the job. So I invested in a good pair of scissors, and I haven't been a dog groomer for a very long time, but I kept the scissors. I sold the grooming kit, kept the scissors though, because they are literally, they are really amazing. And now I'm so glad that I can use them for craft projects. Who knew? But they are brilliant because they're quite precise and long. So yeah, I see other videos where people use cool looking scissors, and yeah, that's my little secret scissors, I suppose, where I got them from. Okay, so I'm just going to have to be careful because it's going to stick to the other pages, so I just have to keep going back and forth and unsticking it. Like I said, the process can be a bit messy, but it's all good. And maybe you guys have tips for this, but yeah, I just peel off the glue. So yeah, the next thing that I think I want to do, I try to fill out the bigger pages first. So with the bigger embellishments. So I'm going to grab my envelopes. Where's my other one? I don't know. So this is the one that came with the kit that was made out of music paper. And then I'm just trying to find, with one hand, the other one. Maybe I left it on the bench. Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna be moving you, so sorry. Where are you? Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it. So, this is, each kit came with a Jane Austen page, and I am going to have these two envelopes, and I'm going to use them on maybe this white page, or this one, or maybe the pink one. I'm liking the pink one, so where's my other pink one? I do like a bit of symmetry, which also makes it easier to decorate. And yeah, so I'm going to do it like that. And for this one, oh sorry, I am using double-sided tape. So I found this massive roll in the stationery shop we have here, and they only have this thicker kind, so I just slice it half size, and hopefully that makes it last longer. But also I find that really thick. You don't need it that thick at all. The original tape that I got was already this size, so that was great tape, and especially that tape was good because it was easy to rip off. You didn't need scissors to cut it, you could just rip it off like masking tape, but this one isn't good like that. So, but I'll take what I can get. Just glad I can get double-sided tape at all, really. I love it. And again, this was one of those supplies where I only discovered it or started using it because of junk journaling. So I'm going to get rid of my bits and pieces. So I'm going to stick it here, and then that creates the pocket behind it, and you can put something in there. I'm just going to check that this is okay. And this one at the back. And I'm just going to peel that off. Okay, cool. So next one, I'll just slice this again. So yeah, I'm like not sure if this is like completely boring for you, but I think of especially Gail Agostinelli. Her videos, she does lots of process videos, and I like to craft. I like to junk journal while I have that in the background, and just listening to her chat, and that's quite fun. So feel free to craft along with me and junk journal with me while you watch this video, because I do know it can be a bit boring sometimes to watch a really long video just straight through. I like watching videos in the background while I craft. And then it's kind of almost like we're crafting together. So just, oh, that fell off. Alright. So, not very clean process or anything, but here we go. So, here is my second envelope. And I'm sorry, I've got glue all over my fingers. That always happens. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this one here. Cool. So, alright, what am I going to do next? I think that, let me just find my things. I'm going to use some fabric for a pocket. So let me just see. It can be hard to see which one's the front, which one's the back. In fact, I use both because they're both pretty nice anyway. One's just a bit fainter than the other side, but they still look really nice. And where am I going to put that? So this is just what I do. I flick through and just look for a spot. But I know I want it to be a big pocket, especially because there's such a lot of material. So I could do it right at the front, or on this one. What's it going to look like here? And I'm looking for colour scheme, so I don't want that because it's all washed out. It's too much white on white. That could work. Or the other option is... No, I'm going to go with this. So, okay. I'm going to just weigh that down. And here's a tip with this type of fabric. I'm not sure if it works with every type of fabric, but with this one... Sorry, I'm just measuring now where I want it to go. I want it maybe here. And I'm going to make it quite a large pocket because I've got so much material. I've got to use it somehow. So you make a cut and then you just rip it. Now how easy is that? And it does it in a straight line, which is just awesome. So I'm going to just trim off all of these edges. Okay, and then, which bit do I want to use? I always want to use the blue bits, but I kind of missed it. I can use it for the next pocket. This one's all pink. Yeah, that's the brightest side. And then I, again, literally just eyeballing this. And cutting down here, and I will do that whole rip thing again. Okay, and I'm going to probably put it that way, or do I want it this way? I don't know, I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to grab my fabric glue and make a pocket. So this is actually my first time working with fabric glue. Like, this is the first bottle I've ever bought of it. And what I've found with fabric glue is it sticks quite straight away. Like, you don't get to move it around. Once you put it down, that's pretty much it. And what I really like about it is that it's not as stringy as the craft glue. But I do like the craft glue for its, you can mold things around, move it around once it's on there. Okay, so there is that pocket. I'm still experimenting with glues and just trying to find different ones. I really want to try things like Fabri-Tac, is that what it's called? And Mod Podge, I don't know. And just other ones that, oh, see, now that has a flap. Okay, so I might have to do the fabric in a different spot. And I'm going to put it here. I could do it there, but I like to do it here. So another tip that I have is just the flatter side, so of the signature. If it's on this side, I'm not going to explain this very well, am I? But if it's on this half, then this side of it is going to be the flatter side. This one kind of bulges out because the signature's there. Same with this side, so if you go to this side, you want to put things on this flatter side. I don't always do that, but most often that's what I prefer to do. Here's that piece that's already been cut to size, and now I get to use that beautiful blue flower. So I'm going to stick that here and cut down here. Alright, and you just remove the threads, and I think that's really cool. I could do it that way, but no, I'm just going to do it that way. And even if you go over the edges of the page, that's really fun as well. So you can definitely do that. I could have made that bigger and had it come off the edge here and at the bottom, which would have actually looked nice, but yeah, here we go. I'm just going to measure it up like that. And I'm not entirely sure how far along I'm going to get in this process video because I'm not sure how long to make these. It does take about over 2 hours to upload if it gets too long, and that's not fun to wait for. So, but at the same time, it can be, I don't know if it's a bit frustrating having like lots and lots of videos in a series. But yeah, I'll try and embellish the whole thing in a video series. It just could be a lot of videos. Cool, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the time as I do this too. So sorry if I like stop in the middle of something. Alright, so I have this envelope and I have to find a big page for this because it is a large envelope, and I probably should have started with that one actually. That's why I start with the bigger pages first, because they're the hardest ones to fill. You can always find other places to put the little items, but then you can get stuck with a big item. And I want something quite a strongish page, strongish as in thickish page, so that it can withhold the weight of the envelope. And so yeah, I probably should have, like, I'm thinking I should have put it on one of these, but that is okay. I can cover up an image, so again, it's just a matter of flicking through. I could put it there if I wanted and just have it like that, and then it's kind of cool there. Or let's have a look. So I can't do these ones because they've already got a flap. I'm thinking here maybe, but there's already an envelope there. So I am just going to go over here and put it there. So that's a lesson learned. Do the envelope first. But again, with junk journaling, I find you can just, it really doesn't matter where you put things. it just works whatever you do. So I'm going to pop you over here like this, and then pop that flap down like that, and then that can be a good place to put your notes or ephemera and things. Cool, and I kind of like that contrast now with the pink and the blue, so that's okay. Alright, now, what next? I am going to make some pockets with this, and the whole idea with this kit is I'm going to try to do as many different types of tucks and pockets and tags and things, and just different ways of embellishing. So one thing I'm going to do is like that. In fact, that looks pretty good there. And the other one I'm going to do is pockets like this. So one is just going to decorate, and the others are going to be pockets, and I'm going to do different directions too. So I'll show you what I mean. I kind of like that there on the white. I could put it in other places. Like I could put it there maybe, just to show you different places, but then the blue and the blue kind of too much blue, as if there's such a thing, but you know, you like to balance it out. And again, I kind of just go with my first option here in this one, aren't I? So I'm going to put that there. And look, it's running everywhere. And I love this printable doily, I guess because it's blue, but I think it's really pretty. Okay, and I'm just getting rid of some of that excess glue and sticking that on here. And I can see a little bit of glue here, so I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay, and then where else am I going to put these? Like I could put it on the pink, but I think I want to put it maybe there. And I know I just said too much blue, but I think that could work. Okay, that is what I will do, and one of them I'm going to put up here, and the other one I'm going to put down the bottom. So for this one I think I could do double-sided tape, but let's just go with the glue because it's already here. So this one I'm going to put up in this corner. And just to show you, that can be your tuck there. That's kind of fun actually. And then I'll just find that other page, again keeping with that symmetry. It doesn't have to be symmetrical of course, but I just find this an easy way to do things. And so that one's going to go down there, just for a different look. So using this one doily in 3-ish different ways. And then you have a tuck spot there. Okay, so the other thing that I haven't done yet is put these together. So I'm going to just do that. And it's a bit finicky, but we'll get there. Ah! So I'm just making this into a pocket. And of course I'll have to do the other side as well. But yeah, that's ready made, and I can just put something straight in there. For example, that. I might move that later on, but just to show you. And you're always going to be flipping back and forth between pages when you're doing this, but I quite like it. It's so fun. Just like, look at that, all those pages, and they're all different. And it's your own journal, handmade, and it's just so interesting and engaging. Okay. then I'm just going to line this one up here too and stick that there. Oh, cut that a bit too tall. Okay, and then I'm going to have another pocket here, if I can get the thing. And so for example, I can pop that one there. Okay, I'm looking at the time and I'm going to stop this now before it takes 3 hours to upload, sorry. And I will be back shortly to continue on with embellishing. See ya.